Hey gamers, welcome to Board Games and Beyond, where we talk about what's news and what's new in the gaming industry. So let's get right into it and find out what's news. First up, we've got Pathfinder Playtest officially launches on August 2nd. That's just a few days away, and that's going to be in the middle of Gen Con, which is next week. So, 10th level spells and 4th spell list and 4 spell lists, alchemists and core, archetypes and multiclassing, class change, class monsters and magic, clean modular information-based design, combat maneuvers. So combat maneuvers at rock, good stuff. Designed for all levels of play, easy to play, and goblin player characters. That's a lot. So much cool stuff. So Pathfinder Playtest starts August 2nd at Gen Con. If you are there, pick up your playtest book. If you are at home, start. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to find out more about the playtest, you can go to paizo.com, Pathfinder Playtest. So go check that out. Next, we've got Isle of Skye is now on Steam. If you guys are familiar with this game, it's an amazing, fun game. But it's now on the Steam platform. 5 clans are fighting to rule over the Isle of Skye. Only the chieftain who develops the best clan territory and trades wisely will be king. If you want to find out more, go to store.steampowered.com/app/some numbers/Isle of Skye. We'll have that up on the site here, so you can go and check that out. Next, the Renegade Game Studios has the limited edition deluxe version, which will offer fans a chance to enjoy the elegance of the game with an engraved and heat-treated wooden box, premium rainbow foil cards, an embroidered fabric bag, and a beautiful full-color sleeve for the box. So that is Arboretum, the deluxe version by Renegade Games. It's already a beautiful game. This is just going to elevate its, aesthetic to a whole new level. So that's going to be super cool. And that right there was the news. So what do we got? What's new this week? All right, our first one is by Stronghold Games, Nimble. So this game comes out this week, and in Nimble, everyone is going to be playing cards simultaneously from their hands. Players attempt to match the color of the card backgrounds in their hands to the target colors on the cards in the center. Players do this as fast as they can, and the first player to play all of their cards to the center is the winner. Nimble takes you through 6 classics of literature: Alice in Wonderland, Moby Dick, Around the World in 80 Days, The Adventures of Pinocchio, Don Quixote, and The War of the Worlds. So that's by Stronghold Games, and it's called Nimble. If you want to find out more, go to strongholdgames.com/store/boardgames/nimble. That link will be up on the site as well. We also have by Greenbrier Games, Barbarian Battlegrounds. This is kind of a cool take on your favorite stuffed teddy bears fighting in a barbarian fashion. Become one of 4 clans of adorable bear warriors out to build the best neighborhood in the forest. Don't expect this to be a picnic. Your bears aren't the only ones fishing for glory, so be prepared to ward off attacks from your furry rivals. By gathering resources, pillaging your neighbors' villages, and developing your home turf, the tale of your clan will become legend. Are your bears worthy enough to be every cub's bedtime story for generations to come? It's time to gather your clan, bear down, and hold on to your honey. And you can find out more about that at greenbriergames.com, so go check them out. And finally, this game, I did a little video with Fireside Games at GAMA this year. So if you want to find out, see a little bit of a pre-look on it, they have a game called Remnants, which comes out this week. And this game is so cool. Remnants takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. Each player builds a compound and fights to survive raiders and mutant creatures. Send survivors into the Badlands to roll dice in a real-time race for resources, and then take turns spending those resources to buy weapons, increase your defense, and special development cards. When threats attack, roll dice and use abilities from cards you've purchased to stay alive and fend off the assault. This was designed by Matthew O'Malley, Ben Rossett, and our own Justin DeWitt there at Fireside Games. If you want to find out more about them, check out firesidegames.com and just click on the Remnants image. Now let's check out our spotlight content this week. So we got some cool stuff from our friends over at Osprey Games. So this first one is Dracula's America. This is Shadows of the West. This came out July 24th, so just this past Tuesday. And this will introduce two new factions within the game, the Corrupt Cultists of the Church of Dagon and the Salem Sisterhood. It's going to add some more strategy and technique to your Dracula's America game, and is available now as of July 24th. And this is 88 pages, $25 here in the US, and was by Jonathan Haythornthwaite. Haythornthwaite. That's a long name. You can see it right up the top there. All right, so go check that out. If you don't have a copy yet, go to your local game store and pick one up. Also from Osprey Games, we've got what is looks to be Conflicts 47 Defiance. All right, so players delve deeper into the world, the weird world of Conflict 47. This supplement presents a range of new material for the game, including new options for troops and technology that can be added to the armies presented in the rulebook. Special characters allow players to field the best of the best, elite men and women who may single-handedly be the crucial element between victory and defeat. The history of the world of Conflict 47 is detailed in even more depth, and new rules give players all new means of waging war, including material previously published online. Now, this game also, or this supplement and book also came out on July 24th, so it is available at your local game store now. So go check it out. It is a $30 book, and yeah, so Osprey Games had some really cool stuff come out this week. So make sure if you don't have a copy of Dracula's America, Shadows of the West, or Conflict 47 Defiance, you go pick those up and add them to your library and gameplay resource. And we'd like to thank Christian over at Osprey Games for sending us those. We do appreciate it. Now, let's get into our community shoutouts. Hey community, welcome back. We're going to do our shout-outs now, and our two shout-outs this week are first, Wizard Wargaming. This is Dennis DeVries. He posts in our Painting Little Happy Minis content. He's got his own YouTube channel, and it's Wizard Wargaming. That's Wizard with 2 Z's. So go check him out. Check out all the cool videos he's got going up, and give him a shout-out. Tell him Game Trade Media sent you over there. And finally, we have a cool podcast called All the Bits. It's allthebits.podiant, PODIANT.co. They are obviously talking about all the board game stuff out there, so make sure you go check out their podcast, add it to your playlist so you can listen to some amazing content by everybody over at All the Bits. And that's our community shout out this week, which brings us to the end of our program. We thank you for joining us, and we will see you at the game store. Guys, we're super excited to share that our new book, The Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games, is now available.
We love tabletop gaming as much as you do, and we're so thrilled to share the finished book with the community. This book covers the history of the tabletop industry, from classic board games like Monopoly to collectible card games like Magic, and of course RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons.
The book also highlights some of the top talent in the industry, featuring interviews with Peter Atkinson, Matthew Mercer, Larry Elmore, and many more. Plus, we chatted with collectors from all walks of life who shared their own knowledge and insight about tabletop collecting.
We also discuss everything from the impact of crowdfunding on the current state of the industry, as well as take a look at all sorts of ways to preserve your collection for years to come. This book provides a perfect snapshot of the tabletop industry at large and shows what makes this hobby so great.
You can head into your local game store or comic shop right now and pick up your copy of the Overstreet Guide to Collecting Tabletop Games. If they don't have it in stock, you can order your copy through previews, through Game Trade Magazine, or through gemstonepub.com.
Thanks for watching Board Games and Beyond. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.